Come here. Oh, I woke up early. I'm tired. Oh my god, am I tired? My dogs are fighting right by the microphone. Oh my god. Okay, well, here we go. Toby, Molly. I'm sitting here on my skateboard with a yoga bolster on it for comfortable seating. I put my dog on it earlier, and he seemed to like it, and I pushed him around. Oh god, they bit my toe. Oh my god, they bit my toe. Okay, maybe I should pick one of you up. Which one? Which one? I'm gonna pick up you. Oh. Oh. I got you. Oh god. I get you. Oh. Ah. They're attacking me. Molly? Molly. Oh god, you bit me. You are such a naughty little girl. Ooh. I love you. Maybe we should turn on the lights so that I can be seen. At least see myself when I'm talking to me. But which light? Which light? I guess that one. But I just woke up. Do I really want to be seen? And also my room is messy. Oh. Okay. Low key. I can't help it. They're always on my mind. No, they're not. Oh, don't be so crazy, Nicole. Please don't be crazy. You are not crazy. But maybe you're some kind of intuitive psychic witch. Maybe you're a star seed. Maybe you're an angel. No, none of those feel exactly right. Oh, I'm just a human. I'm just a human who, I don't know. Sometimes though, I really get things right. Like, and I have no way to get them right. Like, I had a dream the other day that people were going to be working in my basement, and then my furnace stopped working. And then there were people working in my basement. Then I had a dream that I fell. And then my mom fell that morning. Oh. And then, well, anyways, I always know stuff. Well, not really though. I don't have control over what I know, and when I know it, I don't even know I know it. I just, I'm like, oh, look at this. This is interesting. And then bam, it happens. And then I'm like, whoa. I cannot make money off of it. I don't even know how to make money at all, period. So it's a good thing that my family owns their house because I have no idea how to make money. Unfortunately. I don't know how. How does anyone make money? I don't know. I went to go live at a Catholic apostolate. I can't be a nun now. Like, yeah, it's nice to like live in a socialist regime that is not terrible and treats everyone fairly and equally. But on the other hand, I was never alone. I had no alone time. My time was not my own. And I like freedom too much. Toby and Molly, can you not be such a disruptive? Let's see if I should fix this. Oh, that light's not plugged in. God damn. God damn. God damn. Oh my god. No, not my bracelet. Struggle. Okay, let me see if I can do this. I got it. I got it. Oh god, I'm almost gonna trip. Oh. Okay. Well. There we go. Oh, look at this. after it. What do I want to talk about? Okay, what have I been up to? Writing. I've been writing a lot. Not so much drawing these days. Oh, maybe infant Jesus, please help me. So here I am sitting on a. Oh, that's actually kind of a cool effect. I guess that's how they can. I could do a zoom in like this. Ready? It's scary. You're going backwards. Okay. Sometimes I think that Marco and me are like psychically connected. I don't know, but maybe not. Maybe he's seen these videos. He does kind of strike me as the type that would somehow find things on the internet. I'm not so great with the internet. I was never interested in it. I was never interested in the internet, to be honest. Also, when I was a little girl, I had this one friend, Laura, and she started reading her diary to me for fun. And I did not find it fun. I thought it was so boring. I was like, why do I care? Why do I care about your diary or what you have to say? It's foreshadowing because now my diary is out here on the interweb. And then I told somebody the other day I was doing some kind of acting gig, and I told this actor like about how I have this diary and I cry on the internet sometimes, and I let most of my negative emotions out onto this. And then it's just like, wow, you're so brave. I'm not brave. It's easy to be naked in front of people I don't know. Just go to any pool in the change room naked. All the ladies be naked in the showers, and I don't care. But when you run into someone you know at the pool, you usually avert your eyes and don't talk to them and pretend you don't know them. So I don't know. And I'm like a photon. Like if I'm unobserved, I act very differently than when I know I'm being observed. And even this is not fully me. How do I take off the mask? I would use like Mid-Journey to take a picture of myself and then have me rip my own face off just to see what it would be like, just to see that, like, what are the psychological effects to AI. I'm kind of super interested in AI. I'm reading another AI book. What is it? 2048. And I'm also reading AI Dilemma. Also Valley of the Gods. And The Brain on Art, which doesn't have to do with AI. And also The Alchemy of Me, which is about journaling. And also I'm reading right now, I'm actually super into this one. Oh, I'm into this one. The Martian Chronicles. And by Ray Bradbury. I really like it. It's really, really good. I really, really like it. Maybe I'll read a little bit. Why not? Let's read out loud to the dogs. Or to whoever listens to me. Oh yeah, okay, so I'm at the part where there's a third expedition to Mars. April 2031, and basically they land and everything and the people look like Earth, but like from the 1910s, and they're like, how is this possible? But then when they go and talk to the people, they're like, this is Earth, what are you talking about? And they're like, what? And then they're like, did we somehow travel back in time? Maybe all civilizations progress the exact same as humans, and the Martians are just like behind us by like whatever 100 years or whatever 120 years. And then they go and talk to a Martian, and she's like, "This is Earth. Like, leave me alone, you delinquents, knocking on my door, bothering me about what planet this is." Okay, and they're talking about it. I just can't remember what page I was on. I think I was on. So it's supposed to be the year 1939. And then they decide that people came to Mars before they knew, and they kept it a secret. And then they had some kind of mass psychotic episode. And so they decided to pretend it was Earth. Oh, God. It's like 4:34 a.m. I'm always seeing repeating numbers like that, too. Like, always. Like, I just looked at the clock. I wasn't checking the clock, you know. I just wanted to tell you what time it was because I yawned. I don't know what those mirror numbers mean at all, universe. Like, universe, can you speak English? I don't speak Morse code, and I have no interest in learning Morse code. I'm always looking up there because I have this painting up there, and I'm pretty sure there are spirits in the painting. Because one time I did DMT, and nothing in my room changed except the painting, and then that made me see all these spirits in the painting, and I was like, ooh, so I talked to those spirits, but they never talk back. Maybe that's a good thing. Also, I don't do DMT anymore. It's not good for you. Well, at least it's not good for me, because when I like something, I really like it, and so I don't do drugs anymore, and I quit pot. It's like, what, several months in now to sobriety with pot? Thank God. It's really hard to get through the withdrawal from pot, but I did it, and here I am, and I don't want to smoke pot again. Okay, I've had my fun. Now it's time to settle down and write and produce. Write and make art and read books. And I don't want to reel anymore. I don't want to watch any reels. Sorry to all the ones that I like, and like I like that one Asian guy, and I like that one other guy. Oh, and I like the something nation, the Skedaddle Nation. I like that guy a lot too. But other than that, I don't really remember any of them, and I don't want to watch any reels. It's like not good for my brain. Okay, so they think they're back in time. I think I'm on page 69. 69. Is this heaven? Nonsense. No, it's a world and we get a second chance. Nobody told us why, but then nobody told us why we were on Earth either. Oh, then they think they got a second chance at living a life. Oh, because she says that she died on Earth and was reborn on Mars, and she doesn't question it, but they get a second chance. This is what one of the Martians is telling her. Spoiler alert, I should say. But only for the short story. So this is a series of short stories, but they're all related, but the characters are... Anyways, I don't know, I guess you could read it in an opposite order, but I think it's more fun to read it in order. I don't know. Okay, so I'm on like 63, I think. I don't know. I can't remember where I left off. This is why I should use bookmarks. I never use bookmarks because I'm like, I'll remember what page I'm on. And I guess I do not because I'm reading like 30 books right now. I'm so tired. I don't know. I can't get it out of my head. I still think that the mirror numbers have to do with my ex and my ex's brother. God damn, Nicole. God damn. Also, one time when I was doing one time I did mushrooms and I was Hitler. And, you know, you expect, like, rainbows to... I was doing a solo mushroom trip. And you expect, like, rainbows to pop out of your room. And, like, you know what popped out? Swastikas. And I was still at the part, you know, when you do mushrooms, there's, like, the ramp up. And, like, I was still at that ramp up. And, like, I started seeing swastikas flying around. And I was like, oh, no. This one might be a scary one. You know, sometimes you do mushrooms and you go to hell. Other times you're in heaven. And sometimes you're anywhere in between or in parallel universes or whatever. Anyway, so this particular trip, I started seeing swastikas and I was like, oh no, this is going to be scary. But then I thought, okay, you just gotta totally submit to this. Whatever, just accept whatever you're seeing and feeling and accept it. So that it's not as scary, because when you resist on your own mushrooms, that is when the scariness comes way up. Like, it responds to you too. So like, if you resist it, it's gonna be way scarier. So you just gotta, no matter what happens, you just gotta full, like a dive, you just gotta dive in. And so anyways, I was like full acceptance mode. invoked, full acceptance mode activated, full acceptance mode invoked. And I was Hitler giving a speech, and to be honest, it kind of felt good. I was like, ooh, like, and like all the Nazi people were, and all like the, I don't know, Germans, I guess, were all like, yeah. And I was like, ooh, I'm such a good speech giver. Not really, I was more like Hitler, whatever Hitler is. I don't know where he is, but like, if the Hindus are right about karma, then what about the karmic retribution on his soul? Like, whenever he got reincarnated, he has quite the karmic debt. He has quite the karmic debt, if that's how, like, I don't know, the universe works, which doesn't really make sense to me. I don't know. I don't feel like the universe is keeping tabs on us like that, but maybe. I mean, I don't know. Humans, like, we seem so attached to, like, punishment. And I'm like, why? Who cares? Let it be. Like, he's dead now. I just want everyone to go to heaven, whatever that means. I actually do think everyone goes to heaven. I just think it might take some people longer than others, or maybe not. Maybe we all just die and go to heaven, but that doesn't mean like that you should, you know, that there's a one-way ticket there. I don't think there's any one-way ticket either. Oh, my yoga mat's making weird noise. But like, so anyways, I thought, like, so high on the mushroom trip and Hitler, but when I came back, I was like, my first question was, could it be that I have the same soul as Hitler? Which really scared me, because I thought about the karmic retribution. I was like, maybe that's why I have so much student debt. Not to minimize the suffering. I don't know. It's like, I don't even want to think about that. I don't want to think about his impact. But it was really, really, really bad. And not good at all. And I don't see how any soul could. Maybe I'm not truly evil. I don't know. I don't think I'm evil. I don't want to hurt anyone. And I like the Jews, actually. I don't know. I'm not even jealous of them, like chosen people, all that stuff, because every time I meet Jews in real life, I don't know, there's something about them. Like, I actually really like them. And I'm like, you know what? If, like, the Christian God is how it is, I can understand why he chose the Jews. They are very lovable people. Like, they just are. But so is everyone else. Like, I don't know. Like, Middle Eastern people, really love them. They're very, like, I don't know. There's something about their spirit that is, like, so, ooh, I like that. They're very hospitable. Although, when they go the hostility route, it's pretty scary. And I have been staying away from the news, but I've heard some bad news about that kind of stuff, and oh, I don't want to think about it. I just want to live in heaven. Like, I want Wizard of Oz, like where Dorothy goes, and like it is spa world. That's what I want for everyone. I want, like, maybe that's what AI can do for us, like these Tesla bots. Although I would rather have a human doing my nails than a robot. But I don't see how. I mean, what are we gonna do? Socialist regime where we take turns serving one another? That could work. And I do like being a server, actually, and I do really like giving other people good experiences. But anyways, maybe the robots, they're like, what? Are they like 20,000? No, they gotta be more than that. Maybe not. I don't know. But anyways, those robots could, like, you know, you'd have a team of robots, one doing your hair, one doing your makeup, 2, 4, one for each foot and hands for the nails, and they would just be like completely, like, you'd be like in spa land, like Dorothy and Wizard of Oz when they all go to Oz for the first time and everyone is like making a big deal, and then they're like all like being taken care of. I think, if I have to be real naked here, I think one of my biggest, like, I don't know, I don't like the word triggers. It's not trigger. One of those bit like neuroses? Necrosis? No, neuroses? Anyways, I am so tired of taking care of everything. I was born into a family where I have a much stronger intellect than everyone else in my family. And on top of that, everyone in my family, except for like my sister, mom, and dad, are all assholes. Like, they're terrible people. And it's been a lonely endeavor. I don't have a family. Grandma, aunts, uncles, cousins. I try my best with the young ones, for sure. My cousin's children, I love them. They're innocent. And I really see how generational trauma gets passed down because the innocent ones, and this is the Jesus story as far as I can understand it. I don't know where he comes back to life, but so far my experience with the Jesus story is that innocence pays for corruption. Because my family, the adults in my family are so terrible and twisted that they end up abusing and neglecting the young children, which then messes those children up, and then they grow up and have children, and the same thing again and again and again. Oh, so I don't know. I don't think I can have children. I was pregnant once, Marco, but I had a miscarriage at 10 weeks or somewhere between 10 and 11 weeks. And that sucked. And it really sucked because of the hormones. Like when you get pregnant, your hormones, and then if you have a miscarriage, and it's just freaking fuck. That's why I don't want to ever take birth control ever again. I did it for 3 months here and there, in my early 20s, and fuck, I had the wildest mood swings. I'd go from feeling super normal and content to bam, crying hysterically, and I was like, god damn, that mood swing is crazy. So I'm pretty sensitive to my hormones, but I also, I don't think I can get pregnant. I don't know, I just have a lot of cysts in my ovaries, and I don't think I can get pregnant, so, which I have made my peace with, because the more I grow up, the more scared I become. And I was talking to my mom about that the other day, and she's like, oh, you're more cautious, which is normal when you grow up. And I was like, oh yeah, I am more cautious now than I was ever before. I'm really thirsty. Please let there be water. No. Just a little bit. Anyways, I finished my Christmas shopping, so I bought my dad a leather. Oh, I can show you guys. That's way over there. I bought my dad a leather notebook because he actually is a poet, but he thinks that poetry is for girls. He was born 1947, so, and he definitely has those strong traditional roles. Well, he's 80 years old, so calm down, internet. Let him be. Let him think and do whatever he wants. When he got into baking, so my family is definitely more on the artistic side of things, the political artistic side of things, and my mom loves true crime. Those are their interests. They have never missed an episode of American Idol. And we also like Jeopardy here. But anyways, I think it makes us feel like we're smarter, but I do not have it in me to study for Jeopardy. Those people are, I don't know, gods at retaining information. Anyways, I like to keep my mind empty if all possible. I like to keep it empty. Maybe that's why I'm such an exhibitionist, because I'm just let it out, rather out than in. I don't want to hold on to anything in my mind and inner world. I just want to fucking flow. And then I did this job interview with someone that knows me and for the last 5 years within an internal job thing. And he said to me, he's like, you're odd. And he said that to me more than once now. And the first time he said to me was 3 years ago. Am I odd? And then my therapist is like, you're neurodivergent. Fuck, I'm not autistic because I don't know what autism is at all, but I have no problem reading social cues. Nobody had to explain any of that to me. It's more and then she's like, you're an empath. I thought that wasn't real. I thought when people were like, hey, I'm an empath, I thought that was a new agey way of saying, I'm special. I'm a starseed. And I'm like, what? That's not real. And I don't know, maybe it is real. I certainly am very, very, very sensitive, and I am sensitive to different sensory inputs too. And but I just thought I don't know, everyone has a spectrum of like, you know, how good your eyesight is, how blonde your hair is, how brown your hair is, like what color your skin is. It's all a spectrum. So like how sensitive you are to your hormones, your emotions, external data, like, you know, how I filter it out of my system. Like, I think autistic people have a hard time filtering out lots of data, which neurotypical people do automatically, and nobody had to teach them that. I don't know. I don't really have that many sensory issues. I don't like bright lights, but I think that has more to do with me staring at the sun a lot when I was a little kid. So, probably shouldn't have done that. Like, because I notice when bright lights are above me, that hurts my eyes. And I'm like, God damn, can we turn off some lights? It's too bright. Even that light, oh God, don't look at it. It's too bright. Oh. Also, I finished my Christmas tree the other day. I think I have maybe a touch of ADHD. I don't think my DMZ zone ever goes to sleep. And I like when my mind wanders. That feels good to me. And that's why I couldn't be a nun. I'm telling you, I thought, you know, when my parents die, like, okay, what am I going to do? I'll have nobody in this world. I'll be completely alone. Completely. Single AF. Maybe because I actually am neurodivergent and don't give a fuck about others. I mean, I do care about other people. I actually do. But there is something different about me, and I can't even put my finger on it. I mean, I do care. I try and treat people with politeness most of the time. Sometimes I do lose my shit, but other people lose their shit too. But there's like, okay, number one, if I feel a certain, like, maybe there is something to being empathic, but everyone has empathy unless you're a complete narcissist, sociopath, then like, but that's like, you know, pretty fucking rare and pretty easy to spot too. Like, you know, you just watch somebody for a while and you're like, holy fuck, that person doesn't really react emotionally to anything, no matter how bad or good. So maybe I'm on the opposite end of that spectrum. I mean, I guess if you can have no emotion, maybe you can have a lot of emotion, but like, or just be sensitive to your emotions. I don't know, because emotions with empathy, they're not the same thing. So they're somehow related, but they're not the same. Basically, I have noticed that there have been moments where my emotions greatly affected other people, and I felt like it was more on the spiritual or psychic level of things. Like, I remember one time running into an ex at a yoga studio, and like, he didn't see me. He was going in, and I was like coming in, so I don't think he saw me, but like, I just like stopped, and it felt like everything, like it felt like the outside world was like gone. Like, I didn't really care. I mean, I knew I was still there. Everything in my mind was still working. But like, I was just like, I don't know, like, I just like kind of stopped and like was processing my feelings. And then I was aware that I was attracting quite a bit of attention from others without like even opening my eyes. So I looked, and they were like all really, like, the front desk people were all like, there were like 5 women there, and they're all staring at me, like completely locked into me, because I looked so upset, but I wasn't even making any noise. I just kind of stopped. And like, most times I'm used to people ignoring me. Most times I think people are not watching me, which is how I like it. I mean, on the one hand, I want to be known and I want to belong somewhere, but on the other hand, when people watch me, it changes me, and I can't be myself fully. Is that a neurodivergent thing? I don't know. But like, it seems like at times I have a real ability to like output some kind of weird psychic signal that has something to do with emotions and impacting other people's emotion. So I don't know how much of that I'm taking in from others and how much emotions I'm processing from other people. I mean, certainly if I'm with stressed people, which at that acting gig, those people, like, it was a party that they were throwing, and I was a performer, hired to be a performer there, and the party planners were pretty stressful. Like, they were stressed. Like, they were like tight, like, you know, they had that tightness about them and everything they did and said, and I like, that definitely made me feel stressed, but would that not make anyone feel stressed? So like, when they say, oh, I'm empath, I need to be careful with like being around crowds or like, no, I fucking love crowds. I don't care. Like I don't think that I'm absorbing other people's emotions when I'm in crowds. It's more like a one-on-one. I am very extroverted. I prefer being in a group of people than being one-on-one. And one time I did an ayahuasca trip solo with one other, like with one shaman, this female shaman. Never, ever, ever again. Because when you do ayahuasca, like the veil sort of lifts between your subconscious, but also between the spiritual realm and the psychic realm. And so if you're with one other person, you could connect, like, kind of, it feels kind of like telepathy, but like I connected to her and I did not fucking want to deal with this. I mean, I'm paying to do this for my own healing, and yet now I'm here healing you. Like, oh fuck no. Like, it was one of the worst experiences. And I was like, get me out of this fucking house. And I just wanted to leave, and I couldn't because I was high out of my mind, and that was one of the worst ones. That was also the same trip where I saw myself, and I was in a bathroom, and I was above myself, but I was looking down, and I was watching a version of me, and I was bathing 2 babies, and then I drowned the babies. And I was like, fuck! And I'm like, god damn ayahuasca, like, is that why I don't have children? The universe doesn't trust me? Did this happen in a past life? Like, what? Do I not trust myself? Like, you don't know what's real and what's not real when you're there. And maybe it was just a flat out imagining like a dream, like a flat out not real. But then some dreams are real and like do have messages for you. So you're like, real, not real, what does it mean? Is it metaphor? Is it literal? I don't know. Hopefully metaphor, because if that happened in a past life, no wonder my soulmates don't want anything to do with me. Yeah, every time I run into a soulmate, fuck, it don't last too long. It does last, but like, I don't know. And like, I don't know, I must say, maybe I'm the non-committal hoe. You know? I'm a lot like him. Maybe that's why I always see the 4 or 5 4s and the whatever. I'm a lot like him. But like, I don't know, I'm so different too. Like, I'm different than him. I'm different than John, but I'm a lot like John. And I even kind of look like him. Just a little bit, but as a female. Anyways, he thinks I'm crazy, but I don't know what he thinks actually, because he's super tight-lipped. I'm like exhibitionist, and he's very reticent. Like, keep everything in. Don't, like, he's like the child that like, don't let the teacher see my work at all. They're gonna see your work. Just let them see it. I want to see everything. And he's like, I gotta keep all my secrets to myself. And I'm like, boring. And I'm the opposite. I'm like, time to let it all out. And then people are like, emotionally manipulative. And I'm like, oh, am I? I don't think so. But maybe. I mean, you can definitely use truth in a super manipulative way. So, I don't know. I just like when everything's out in the light. Maybe that's a neurodivergent thing. I don't know. And I don't know, when people who don't strike me as neurodivergent say, I'm neurodivergent, I'm like, is this just another, like, word to make people feel better about themselves? Like, I'm special. I have an excuse to, I don't know. Like, I'm not insecure about my oddities, my quirkiness. I don't know, everyone's unique. That's, like, part of being human. So, it's actually not even, it's normal to be unique. So, in a way, it's, like, I don't know, and like, I don't feel bad about myself, to be honest. What I feel bad about is why the fuck my life didn't go at all like other people. Like, other women get married, have children, they grow up, they mature, they're like, and I'm just like, wow, I don't even like my career at all. And if this hydrogeology stuff doesn't work out, fuck, what am I gonna do? I'm gonna join the military as an engineer. Or try to, but I don't know, it doesn't seem, like, when I went on the website, it seemed confusing, and I'm like, I don't want to work at all, why am I so, and I'm not lazy, I don't know, maybe there's something in my DNA, some deficiency. I don't think it's a deficiency, though. I think the world is crazy, too, like, to go and sit in an office for 5 days a week for 8 hours at a time, to me is crazy. Like, that's fucking crazy. And I get why we do it. Like, I understand society, and I understand it takes a lot of work, and it has always taken a lot of work. Okay, the Romans worked too pretty hard. But And even when you go the Amish route, those people are working hard. Like, I think the key is to try and like your work. Like, you can like anything, but like to sit in a room for 8 hours a day in the same goddamn room, that's crazy. That to me is crazy. And to not be outside, so I'm trying. That's why I want to be a hydrogeologist, because then I'll be outside collecting data, and I'd rather be doing that for a living than sitting draw on my computer, which is just a machine, and it's a pretty introverted life for me, and I don't like it. And plus, I'm lonely. Like, my family sucks. Not my mom and dad, thank God, or my sister, but everyone else in my family sucks. Like, when I say they suck, I mean they're not there for me, and on top of being abusive and neglectful, they are a parasite that I have to take care of. Like, and I'm like, I don't understand why I didn't get a normal family. I take my complaints to Big God. I'm like, why, God? Like, I'm lonely, and I'm lonely intellectually too. Although my neighbor is pretty smart, and I can go and visit him more often. And like, he's kind of like, I see him as a second dad. But relationships are tricky because, you know, I keep searching for family, basically, and God. And I don't know, other people don't know that about me, and I don't know, I'm scared about connecting to people that don't feel as connected to me as I feel to them. And that's happened a lot in my life. And like, my best friend growing up, fuck, like, why were we even friends? I think it's because your mom fed me food, and because we played video games. And also, I'm an extrovert, and there was always like your brother and his friends around. And I think I liked that, but I don't know if I actually liked you ever. You were always criticizing me. Like, always. Like, everything you ever said to me was a criticism. And then when our friend group, you know, like, then the roles got kind of cemented, and I was like the scapegoat of the group. Like, this group of women that I was friends with for a long ass time, like 20 years. In high school it was okay, but afterwards, after university, it was like, they would spend, like, one time, like, if I didn't make decisions for them, it would take way too long for them to make decisions. Like, we'd be sitting together, the five of us, and one time I remember they were discussing which restaurant we were going to go to, and I thought, if I make a decision for them, they think that I'm being bossy and domineering. But, like, if I don't put input in, how long will it take for us to make a decision? So I decided, okay, let's test it. Let's see how long it takes. I won't say anything. I'll let the decision be made. It took 2.5 fucking hours, and I was hungrier and hungrier and hungrier and hungrier. And finally, I gave up on my experiment, and I made the decision for us. Much to, like, and they just treated me like I was an asshole. But I'm like, you guys suck. Like, you actually suck. And you suck for making me feel bad about myself when it's you that has an incompetency. Like, it's not normal. That's not normal. So you can tell it upsets me to think about these things. And even if let's say I am neurodivergent, then that makes them even bigger assholes, which is why I think people like to say they're neurodivergent. I used to say that, though. Like, sometimes when I'd be out at the bar with my friend, like, I had this really good looking male friend, Justin, and he was so good looking, really good looking man. Like, I mean, maybe even better looking than John, which is definitely saying something. I don't know. I'd have to see them side by side to know which one was better looking, or which one I was more attracted to. But that's not going to happen. So anyways, and also I would never want to subject Justin to John. I think it's bad luck to be in the vicinity of John. So I'm like, no, I got to protect the ones I love. But anyways, so he's so good looking. Oh, I like thinking about how good looking he is. I think that when we went out together shopping and stuff, like, people would say how good looking he was too. And I'm like, I'm good looking too. One time one person came to me, he's like, your husband looks like Captain America. And I was like, oh, I did like being seen with the eye candy. I was like, yeah, two good looking people right here. But maybe he was better looking than me. I don't know. That makes me jealous, but whatever. Okay. So what happened? What was I talking about? Yeah, Molly, I don't know. Don't worry, that's just Dad waking up. He wakes up early. And it's gonna rain today, so how am I gonna... Luckily, I took my dogs for a 3-hour walk yesterday, so I don't know. And then I went swimming for an hour, so I got a lot of exercise in. I don't remember what I was talking about. About Justin, and he was thinking about how good looking he was completely derailed my thoughts. Is that an ADHD thing? I can't get back to it. What was I talking about just now? Oh, okay. So one time I was out with my really good looking friend, and there were some like girls at the bar that kind of seemed mean, and I told them that I was autistic. I was like, I'm autistic. That way I could be more myself and have an excuse. Like, oh, she's weird. Oh, it's okay, she's autistic. Like, so I was like, I'm autistic. I said that I was drunk, and I wasn't drunk, but I was buzzed, and I was like, I'm going to tell these mean girls that I'm autistic. That way they'll be nicer to me. And I did. But now I'm like, wait. And then one time my ex-boyfriend, who is gay, like, he really repressed his gayness. And one time he told me that his ex-wife went to a doctor with him and made him say that he was autistic and got like autistic diagnosis, but really was because she was going to use that for the divorce later. Talk about what a tangled web of lies we weave. I don't know. But then like, you know, he repressed his gayness, and I could really see that. But then later, when he told me that story about how he just let his wife tell the doctor that he was autistic, he's like, whatever, it doesn't matter, right? And I don't think he's autistic. I just think he's an intellectual, like he's not autistic. But, you know, she has her side of the story, whatever. But I don't know, I don't really trust her side at all. I don't have it, but she was stealing money from him, so... That, like, stealing money from your spouse is fucking weird. So, anyways, so they told me how he got this autistic diagnosis. And now I'm thinking back, you know, he was gay, but he didn't know it. Was I autistic and don't know it? Like, I don't know. It just makes me laugh to think about, though. And it did take me a while to learn how to talk. Like, I didn't really start talking until I was... like 2.5, 3-ish, which is pretty late in the game. And also, when I went to school, I really, like, for like the first, until grade 3, I didn't understand that school was for learning. I thought it was a party. I was like, I thought we were there to socialize, and I was like, I was an extrovert even then, and I loved school. But the teachers would come around and like give us worksheets to do, and I was like, I used to think to myself, I'm like, does she not realize what a buzzkill she's being right now? Like, hello, we're busy having a good time over here, and you just keep coming in with these worksheets, making us do this stuff we don't want to do. Like, what the fuck? I didn't say it like that in my childhood brain. I don't think I knew about the F word yet. But, that was the vibe. And then eventually, after like they put me in a whole bunch of tutoring because I didn't learn how to read or do anything, they're like, this girl needs tutoring. And then after, like, then I started getting even more homework than all the other kids. And I'm like, what the fuck? Why are they giving me even more? And it's not fair. Not everyone else has to do all this extra stuff. Like, what? And then it somehow over time clicked. Oh, I'm supposed to try. I'm supposed to absorb. I'm supposed to learn. And I'm like, okay. And then I started doing that. I complied. And it was fun. And I still like school. And then I did well at school. And I'm really smart. So, yeah, that was nice. That's really nice that I am smart. Yeah, so I don't know if I'm neurodivergent or not. I don't know if I have ADHD. I think I have ADHD. She's like, you could be an empath and have ADHD. I don't know. My therapist really reminds me of Glinda the Good Witch. Like, she looks like Glinda the Good Witch, the original. And she kind of feels like it too. So I'm okay with that. But she's definitely like, I'm a little bit into the new agey stuff, just a little bit. But I lean back. Like, I'm like, ugh. Because it's full of like a lot of lies and like manipulation. So I'm like, eh. But like there's some interesting ideas once in a while. But she's like, we're at the end of time pharmacopoeia and blah, blah, blah. And I was like, like, I'm in your hands. My mind is literally in your hands. EMDR. Like, I'm also very scientific and rational minded. So yes, I like to understand the spiritual realms and psychic realms, but I also am very scientific. So, she's like, well, she must be too, though. I mean, she's a psychologist. You don't get that far in school without being good at science. So yeah, I don't know. Whatever. My dogs are now resting. Molly, come. I want to show you to the camera. I want to show you off. Show and tell. Molly, come. Oh, she must be really tired now. She woke up at like 3 because I woke up at 3. And this other one, Toby, is looking at me. But you want to come here? You want to come? No, he seems really comfortable. He wedged himself in between 2 pillows. I bought a foxtail yesterday. It's really nice. I'll show you my foxtail. Oh, my body hurts. Maybe from all my exercise yesterday. Oh, I just lost the receipt. Oh, well. Okay. Here is my foxtail. It's a real foxtail. No! They always want to bite it. They're very interested in the foxtail. Foxtail. No! No! I.W. Sir Toby Lot. I.W. Miss Molly Lot. You are now Knights of the Round Table. Yay! I done myself now. Oh, actually, like, this would make a sick, if you could get it just a little bit longer, it would make a really sick fur hood. Oh. Yeah. Well, I don't know, like, about the ethics of fur, but this is a tail, and they don't use this other than, like, a keychain. But it feels so nice. And also smells so good. I like it a lot. And I like foxes. And I feel like there's some spiritual significance to me buying a foxtail if I really am a witch. Maybe it's a good luck thing. Like the rabbit's foot. But for me, it's a foxtail. Like, look how fluffy this thing is. This is very fluffy. And I really like it. And it's just a tail. It doesn't have bones in it anymore. And they can't use, like, the skin because despite how much fur comes off the tail, the skin on a tail is, like, very, not a lot. So, like, that's why they can't use it for anything other than keychains. So I bought this. It cost me $25. I thought that was a good deal. I'm like, oh, it's real. It's a real fox. It's a real foxtail. And, I don't know. I'm not for, like, fur coats, I guess, but only because other people aren't. Like, I love fur. I love touching it. They had some otter skins, and I was just petting those otter skins, and they felt so soft. I think was it otter or seal? Seal skins. I think they were seal skins. I don't know what I was touching, but it was so, but I couldn't afford it because it was like, also like, what am I going to do with this? And my dog is going to destroy it, right? At least this, I can attach it to my purse. But like, the other ones, like, were so nice to touch, but I'm like, I'm not going to pay $150 for this. Like, what am I going to use it for? I don't know, but I really like fur. I really, really like fur. I like anything, I like wool, I like cashmere. I love natural fiber. What can I say? Like, I really love natural fibers on my skin. It feels so good. That's how you know God's real. Because fur exists. I don't know why human hair does not feel nearly as nice, although it looks good, but like, humans look so weird compared to other animals, but anyways, doesn't matter. I really, 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 really like this foxtail. And I like you, don't I? think Toby gets jealous when I pet it. He sees me petting this and he's like, he wants to eat it, number one, because he likes the smell. But I don't want to let him destroy it. I just really love this tail. It doesn't have any bones in it. They debone it, and then he told me, the guy working there, he's a really good guy. He owns the business. He makes leather goods. Anyways, he, told me that, because I asked him, is the tail, is the bone still in it? And he's like, oh, no. And he's like, the skin, like there's no use for this because the skin is so small, and actually like to hide the fact that it's just a flat piece of skin, they twist it, which I don't understand that at all, because then wouldn't the fur be twisted? Like, is it twisted? No, I don't understand. But I was too hungry and tired to ask questions, so I'm like, I'll just accept this information. Sorry, but I don't have the energy to be curious right now, so I don't know. But I can look it up maybe. I wanted to get a stuffed armadillo because I watched Simon Birch recently, but as it turns out, it's not easy to find a stuffed armadillo, like not even online. So I was like, crap, where? Oh, I hope my fan just turned off on my computer. I noticed in the last video, or one of those videos, that like you could really hear the fan running, and I'm like, that's annoying. I don't know if I need a better microphone. This is the microphone I use, so I don't know. Do I need a different one? But this is the one I use. So yeah, I hope the audio is okay. But yeah, here's my foxtail, and I really like it. I really, really like it. And here, I like leather too, quite a bit. I have my leather tote. It's in the corner over there. It's a brown leather tote. And I have a green leather, no, stop. I have a green leather wallet that I had made for me. And I had pickle stamped into it. I bought my dad a leather notebook and had his name stamped into it. And then this is a leather bag that I bought as well online. And, it has like cool funky design because I like geometric shapes, and it's a backpack. And I really like using this purse backpack. And then I attached this to it just now, yesterday. I'm so tired. And also I think it's gonna rain all day, so what am I gonna do? I guess I'll go swimming again, but like, I just washed my hair. Anyways, I think I'm gonna make some eggs for breakfast today because I'm so hungry. And I don't really have any plans today. Well, I'm supposed to go out with my friend. He said late afternoon that we could hang out, but I have a feeling it's not going to happen. He's very unreliable, and this is the other thing that is hard, is that, and I wonder if this is a neurodivergent thing or not, but like when plans like change, like when I think something's going to happen, when they change last minute, that rattles me. Like I don't do well. I just feel it. Like I'm like, oh, I don't like this. Like I don't like that. And he's so unreliable. Like he's very, very unreliable. And this is why I cannot date him. Like, also I'm not super attracted to him physically. Like last time I kissed him, I don't know, I felt like that, like, I couldn't help myself. I didn't close my eyes, and I just see him coming in, and I'm like, and I'm like, no, he can feel it. He has ADHD, and, like, people with ADHD are super sensitive to, like, rejection, and, like, I think that he can, sense these things, and I'm like, no. But, yeah. Man, I don't know how to deal with men at all. Like, I noticed that Molly, with other dogs, she wants to play with them. She very much wants to play with them, but she's scared. And so she always is like going forward and then running back. Oh my God, my skateboard. She's like running forward and then she's going back. And I don't really like, it reminds me of me because I so very much want to play. I want to have a loving relationship with a man who is tall, has dark hair, is handsome, is an intellectual match, great sexual compatibility. He has a direction in life. He has his own network. He has a good career. He has a healthy lifestyle. He's adventurous and into camping, and he doesn't mind being in crowds with people with me, like going, and he likes music and concerts and cooking and he has a nice big house and wants to actually take care of me and actually does love me for who I am, and I love him and respect him and admire him, and that he actually cares about the world and people. That's what I want. But my standards are very high, as you can see, and most people do not meet those standards. Most men, I don't know, there's a lot of men that just live at home playing video games all day long. So No. I don't like video games, to be honest. What other kind of guys do I meet? And then a lot of, like, the guys that are into sports, like, I don't know, they reject me pretty hard. Like, maybe that's because and then I watched this video the other day, and it was like, neurotypicals don't like neurodivergence on their first impression because they can tell there's something off with them, and it activates their limbic system and blah, blah, blah. And I was like, well, I don't know. People don't always seem to like me, but, like the typical, like, guys reject me hard. Like, they just seem to not like me. I don't know. I'm not what they expect. I don't know. Obviously, it's not because I'm ugly. And I am very smart, and I do have a good job, even though I hate it. But I am employed fully. And I'm actively trying to get a job I like. So, I have a lot of skills. I can play the piano. I'm really good at art. I'm a good writer. I read a lot. I'm smart. Like, but still, like, I don't know. I can't be myself around other people. And, like, it feels to me like I'm in a cage that I don't know, did I make my own cage? Or, like, I'm locked to something, and I can't really be myself around other people, hence the art of being you. I don't know. The therapist was like, maybe you were so good at, like, masking that you didn't notice or know you were masking all along. So it's kind of how I've grown. I don't know. But it's just really difficult to, like, for example, like, my friend group that imploded upon itself because I couldn't handle how they were treating me anymore. I just realized, like, man, like, these people have known me the longest, and they don't know me at all. Like, they don't know me at all. And, like, nobody knows me. I would like to be known, and I would like to belong somewhere. I don't feel like I belong anywhere. Maybe that's part of my journey, my soul journey, is, like, figuring out how to make my own body my home. Because I say, like, when I'm really upset, I'm like, I want to go home. But, like, I'll say it even when I'm at home. So there is no home. Like, this is my home. And like, I don't understand, like, why I feel that way. But I feel very much like I want to find somewhere where I belong. And it's not with the Catholics. Tried that, doesn't work. And I got hurt pretty badly. And, like, boy, talk about them expecting women to be a certain way. And then I do like the philosophy group that I joined. I really do like the art groups I've joined. So maybe I am slowly belonging. Like, I'm on the board. I'm on a committee for 2 different clubs that I'm on. I'm the secretary for both of them because the secretary is the easiest job. Like, out of the elections, when you do, like, student council, like, elections, whatever, right? I'm telling you that the easiest job, if you want to be on the board, is the secretary. So I'm like, secretary, I'll be the secretary. And I went unopposed both times, and so now I'm on the board of 2 different meeting clubs, and that makes me really happy, and that makes me feel like, I have purpose, I contribute, but I have the easiest job, and I like it, and it makes me feel important. So, yeah. So I like being on those. I like being the secretary. It's the easiest job. All you have to do is take minutes and then write an agenda. So easy. Like the treasurer, now that is the hardest job. Like, ugh. Like, keeping track of all the money and, like, that's the hardest job. And then the chairman is also kind of a hard job, but, well, it's not that hard, but it's, I don't know, you're the leader, so if anything goes wrong, it's on you. And I'm just the secretary. I just record everything, so, and I like it because then I know what's going on, right? So it keeps me accountable, and it keeps me going, and I'm very aware of what's going on because I'm the one taking the minutes. So I like it. I like it quite a bit, which is funny because when I first was a engineering student, and I remember being in this, I worked for a transit company, and I had to take minutes, and taking minutes that's like the hardest thing to do because you have no idea what they're talking about. and you have to take minutes. And like, so you end up writing absolutely everything down like a madman because you don't know what's important and what's not important. So you're just like, Whereas like when you know what's going on, it's really easy to take minutes because you understand everything. But when you don't understand nothing, it's pretty hard to take minutes. Especially engineers, like, fuck, like, you know, they're talking about complicated crap and you have absolutely, you don't even know how to spell some of the words and you're like, fuck, like, why did they ask me to do this? It smells good. So anyways, let me know if you think that I am neurodivergent or not. And let me know if, if you do think I'm odd, how so? I would like to know about that. Like, I don't know if it's because I want to figure out how to mask it better, or no, what I really want is to figure out how to be myself, but I don't have to tell people, like, I don't need to tell people I'm autistic, you know, as like an excuse to be weird. But I want to know for myself because, I don't know, I've been rejected a lot, and like, I also reject a lot, but like, I've been rejected a lot, and I want to know why. But like, the men that rejected me, I don't think they could tell me why. Like, Justin didn't tell me why. He just said he didn't know, but he didn't feel it with me. So, fair enough. I mean, if you don't feel it, you don't feel it. No sense in forcing something that you can't force love. You can't force like an attraction. So, yeah. Although I kind of doubt that he really, I don't know, I kind of reject the rejection because I'm like, no, they just don't understand themselves well enough. But I am compatible with you. I actually am. But if you don't see it, how can I get you to see it? Like, you can lead a horse to water, but you cannot make that horse drink. So, yeah. Yeah, lonely girl here. Lonely pretty girl in a tower with fire-breathing dragons protecting her. But there are no knights in shining armor. There are no knights at all. Just a lonely girl locked in a tower all by herself. All right. Peace out, Girl Scouts.